What's up, guys? MisterWaterMelon here, and today I am bringing you finally the long-awaited Battle of Ord Mantell, the MOC. This is something that, as many of my subscribers know, I've been working on for months and months, and you've seen the building segments, and trust me, if you've just seen the last building segment, then you're going to be wowed by this, guys. I'm telling you, because I think this came out really cool. So, without further ado, guys, let's just get right into the MOC. Alright, guys, so here's the entirety of the base. Obviously a big improvement since the last building video that you can see. So the story behind this is that basically this is an Ord Mantell, which is a Republic planet, and there's a lot of bases on Ord Mantell, and what I decided was that there are several large bases, and then around it are several smaller outposts that are like guarding it, like a mile away from the base. So this is one of the smaller outposts, and this base has a Holocron hidden in it, a very valuable Holocron that if the Separatists got hold of it would give them an advantage in the war. So Count Dooku decided that this was the base that they're gonna just full-on frontal assault the base and grab the Holocron that's in there, because he used the dark side to figure out which base the Holocron was in. And so this is the one they're picking, and we can see Grievous there, and this base is just heavily being attacked with not too many reinforcements in the base. So this is going to be a tough battle for the Republic. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of the battlefield. Alright, so starting with the Separatist side over here, first of all, we've got Grievous shooting this one clone who just kind of leaped across the river and tried to attack Grievous for no apparent reason. So that was what I zoomed out of before, so you guys can see that. And over here we have the Separatist Forces. We obviously see a front line of super battle droids. We have a homing spider droid right there. A few commando droids. There's a fourth commando droid over there. And obviously another droideka, and this is the other side of the river. This is pretty much divided half and half by the clones and the droids. So, what we got going on up here is just a front line full of super battle droids. Because if you ever played Republic Commando or anything like that, you know super battle droids are really hard to kill for clones. So I decided the clones are going to have a really hard time with this, so let's just give them a hard time. And bringing up the rear, we have a legion of regular battle droids. Very simple. We have a Corporate Alliance tank over here, about to come over the river and possibly attack the clones, if he's not attacking the clones already. We have a homing spider droid right here, obviously attacking as well. Just going to the further droids, there's the battle droid commander and a commando droid arguing it out over the strategy that they're going to pursue, I guess. Even though Grievous is already assaulting the base. Over here we have the Crashed Gunship, which you guys have seen already. And, so the story behind the Crashed Gunship is, what happened was the gunship was sent down first to annihilate as much of the base as possible. As you can see, it blew a hole in the gate right there. And, so the gunship was doing its damage, and then this cannon up here, which is a heavy artillery cannon, you can see this clone's running to reload it. It shot it down right above over here. So it shot it right here. It dropped its bombs as it's crashing, and then crash landed right here. So that's a nice little POV for you guys. It's going to be kind of tough to do in the animation, but we'll see how that goes. We have a stat back here, just attacking as well. And I'm pretty sure that's all the details of the droids. Now, looking into the details of the battlefield, obviously you could tell the grass is super dense everywhere. This entire thing is covered in grass, in case you can't tell too well. And there's obviously flowers for decoration in some places. Oh, there's a droid being killed over there and over there. We have a few mud patches, which I think came out pretty neat. There's a little frog right there for no reason. Just as well as there's snakes and stuff. A few patches of sand here and there. Some more mud, and as we can see, these little these tiles are everywhere just to make up some extra detailing. Some more mud, and over here is one of my favorite parts of the battlefield. Actually, is this little strip of sand with some very nice detailing, I think. And yeah, little flowers, a gray plate, some more mud. There's a few snakes scattered throughout the thing, so if you see snakes, they're snakes. Obviously, just a lot of mud, a lot of details on the battlefield with a nice mixture of these two plant pieces, diversified pretty much everywhere, except like up here. Like there's a little there's an area, I don't know if you can tell too well. It's like over here that those plant pieces kind of start to merge, and then those get really dense over here. Alright, so that's that half. For those of you who haven't seen the building videos, here's the river, which is, I think, is really, really cool. I've got the, obviously the blue studs with the, with some clear cheese slopes going down to make it look like rapids almost, going down the river. And these are tan plates, 3 tan plates stacked up on either side, like so. And obviously the grass is also dense near the rivers because, you know, grass can grow in the river. Another snake. Here's a bridge crossing the river. Very cool little bridge, I think. I had these awesome bridge pieces on hand. These black ones right here. They're really cool pieces. So I decided I have to use them. Now onto the clone half of the battlefield. We've got Stas Ali heading the attack. We have some airborne troops and some scout troops coming up to cross the river. Here's a clone in the river. That's pretty cool. And obviously this half of the battlefield also has various plants and grass and sand and everything. Over here the grass is much thicker. I guess it's not maintained very well, but it's thicker over there. And we got the fading some plant pieces. Here's a defense barrier with some clones in disguise and stuff. And I borrowed this this design from the 2006 Sarlacc pit. Gotta give credit where credit is due. So that's really cool. We've got 4 camo troops in there, just kind of sniping, I guess. Let's see what else. Moving along to the back, we got some more detailing in the back. Oh, and here we have a nice clear pathway to the river, which kind of fades out. And we have the path over here from the garage area over to the bridge. Back here, on the back of the base, we have these little plant pieces kind of crawling up like vines almost. And this little rock structure right here with a pipe going up to the base. And what else back here? Oh, we have a back dispenser. As you see in Republic Commando, how the clones regenerate their health is they use these back dispensers to fill their, I don't know how to say it, fill their health, I guess. I have a handheld one in there too, I'll show you later. So now we have the base itself. Obviously very, very simple design, using 2x6s, a lot of 2x6s, the roof, and the top command center area, which does not have a roof. So let's move along to the back area back here. We have this base plate, which is maintained well so that the door can slide open like so. It does slide all the way open, but these studs are blocking it. That are little bits, but the door does swivel open. You've seen it in building videos if you've watched the building videos. And now you've seen back here, you saw Commando Gregor. Well, I'm not going to explain why Beta Squad is in this mock, but because I explained it in the showcase. If you want to see greater in-depth look of Beta Squad, go check out that showcase video, which I highly suggest you do. These clones are pretty cool. They are the stars of the mock and animation, because they're going to go out. What they're about to do right now is they didn't blow this hole. Obviously, I told you the gunship blew the hole in the base, in the wall of the driveway area, and they're just going to head out and they're going to like go down here and attack the droids from the back end and cut them off that way. So that's what Beta Squad is doing there. Obviously, we have a demolished little ATRT down here. We have 3 swamp speeders, another speeder, commando speeder, more speeders. That's a custom speeder of mine right there. There's that handheld back to dispenser. They can like pick that up and take it with them. So I guess I'll go to the roof of the base first. The roof is a merge of dark gray plates into light gray plates for somewhat of a lack of pieces. Here's a sensor array, a giant sensor. Satellite disc, I guess. And this printed piece is actually from the original Grievous's wheel bike. I thought I'd point that out. Kind of cool. So here's the cannon I showed you before. It swivels all the way, and a clone can sit in here, and this clone is reloading from... It's one of these Technic launchers, which are really, really cool. So the clone is bringing that to reload, and that's where he got it from, that little storage bin. There's no more left, as you can tell. And let's move around over to here. In that crate, I think there's a pair of binoculars. Here's a lookout tower. It's pretty simple, but it's got the Republic Red designs. Oops, sorry about that. And it's just for lookout purposes. And those are computers without screens, because I don't have any more computers. Epic fail. Anyway, moving on over here. I don't think I showed you this, but there's a clone with a bazooka. Or a rocket launcher. I haven't decided which one it is yet. I think it's a bazooka. So that he can snipe away, scout trooper stuff. So, I'm going to... Oh, there's a hose right here, by the way, which was what put out the fire of the fire bombs that came down. So I'm going to go ahead and go inside the base. Alright, so what I just did was I removed the top part, which is not hooked onto anything. You see these plates around here? It's for easy removal, and these little hinges up here. I'll show you that last. But we're going to go inside the base right now. Oh, I'm very cramped back here. Anyway, what we got over here is we've got some control panels with, that's the Comm Center actually, with some clones operating that. We have an oil tank back there. The poles are in the way, man. What that is a monitor for the security camera, which is outside. I'm going to go back up and show you the camera real quick in case you didn't pick it up. It's right there. That's the camera. Well, while I'm out here, I might as well show you the sliding door. This is actually a 16 by 32 dark gray base plate. Not dark bluish gray, dark gray. I thought that was really neat that I had that on hand. So, the design that we came up with for this, for the sliding door, my sister came up with it when she was playing around in my room. There's a chain over here attached to the end of this base plate. Actually, no, that's the wrong chain. This chain's over here. That's the closing one. There's a chain over here attached to the base plate. If you pull on the chain, the door slides open. Come on, open further. It can open further. I think the chain's stuck. Why won't you open? This is being annoying right now. Sorry about that, it was stuck on the other side actually. So that was a major fail. It slides open with this little mechanism, with this little track right here. Very neat. Obviously the entire inside of the base, you can tell, is tiled. So moving back to the back of the base. I showed you the Comm Center. That ladder just goes up to the roof. Here's a little dining table. There's a sink with a stove type thing, crate, and the food storage. And over there is a little weapons bin. Here's the elevator that goes up to the Comm Center. And, okay. Oh, if you didn't catch, there's a fence around the top of the base. Just thought I'd point that out. So, moving to the bedroom area, there's a door right there. And obviously, these clones are actually heading out to battle right now. Because, obviously, these guys are definitely not enough to defend the base. And in here we have the bunk room. There's 4 bunks, so that's 16. And this clone's obviously coming in to wake the others up. This clone is just waking up. And this clone's already on his way down. And this helmet stands over there with a little monitor and awesome little toilets. Yeah, those toilets are pretty sweet. They can go to the bathroom in style. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for the inside, is it not? Alright, there's the top part I have to show you. And there's the wall between the two things. Oh, there's some extra weapons in there. I didn't even realize that. Okay, now I'm going to show you the top portion. Alright, so up here we have the command center, obviously with a big bay window so you can overlook the front yard, I guess. The battlefield. It became a battlefield when it was attacked. And so up here is just the command center. This is an exact monitor of the battlefield. I can't zoom out any farther, but like you see the Crashed Gunship, the Spider Droid, the Corporalized Tank, and the other Spider Droid are all monitored right here. The Gunship, Spider Droid, Corporalized Tank, and Homing Spider Droid. So that's just the monitor of the battlefield. That's a comm link in case they have to communicate to one of the clones in the field. They would obviously have like one of those handheld comms that you see in Episode 3 in the Clone Wars, various parts. That's Ord Mantell. That's a holographic image of it so they can see ships coming around, whether friendly or enemy ships. There's a clone guarding the entrance. And there's the Holocron. Let's see if I can get it out. It's in a weird corner. Or at least show it to you guys. Yeah, there it is in there. Okay. That clone might fall down the hole if I touch it again. Okay. So right here, there's a little, because obviously this elevator is only fits one person. So obviously, if they need to get down really fast, they can just take this little chain and just throw it down, so that they can all slide down. And vice versa, if the people need to climb up, they can just do that. There's a weapon stand right there. I put his lightsaber in there just to hold it. I know that's not how it works, so excuse me. I'm gonna move. Excuse me for a second. Over here we have a small comm center. That red button and the speaker can make announcements into the base. Oh, and there's a PA down there. I forgot to show you, but it's okay. There's a little comm center with another clone operating operating that right there, whatever that is. And so here we have Commander Gree arguing it out with Commander Neo. I didn't make a pauldron for him, but it's okay. You can tell it's Commander Neo. And we have Obi-Wan over here just kind of staying out of their argument, looking at the battlefield like, oh wow, people are starting to die. We better be concerned here. So, and like I showed you, the command center does, it is removable. You see how it's just kind of sitting here, sitting on these little plates. It's kind of hanging over a little bit, but, you know, it works. Alright, so I can't think of anything else I want to show. Is that it? Yeah, I mean, I pretty much showed you everything. So now I'm going to go ahead and play for you guys a little epic slideshow I put together. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that slideshow, and I hope you enjoyed the base. It took me a very long time to assemble and buy the parts and make the base and design it and everything. And I put so much time, effort, and money into this, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if it met your expectations. And leave a comment down below. I love reading and responding to comments. And go ahead and I rarely ask this of my subscribers, but I'm gonna ask it again, to share this video with your friends, because I did put a lot of time and effort into this mock, and I do want you guys to I don't know, to show that you appreciate it, I guess. I love my subscribers. I love doing YouTube videos, and I love getting my showing my creations with you guys. So it would mean a lot to me if you shared the video with your friends. And of course, if you are coming from someone who shared it with you, go ahead and subscribe for more mocks, reviews, animations. The animation for this is going to be sick, guys. I'm telling you. It's going to take me a few months to do, but it's going to be awesome. And there's going to be more content on the channel during the meantime. Don't worry about that. Animations, analyses, future set analyses, hauls. Although there were so many hauls for this, so many pick-a-brick things that I was doing. So, and all things LEGO Star Wars are right there on Watermelon Studios. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. So thank you guys very much for watching and sticking with me through the channel and through this mock and everything. So, I don't know, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you've given me. And this is for you guys. This one's dedicated to you guys. So, yeah. That's that. Thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Mr. Watermelon. Peace out, guys.